Thanksgiving is all about traditions, and in New Hampshire politics, the Granite State's big tradition is the first in the nation primary. It was under siege in the last cycle, but looking at the 2024 election and ahead to 2028, there are some things for defenders and fans of the primary to be thankful for. First, let's look at the tipping point states on November 5th. All of the swing states went to President-elect Donald Trump. His narrowest margin of victory was in Wisconsin by less than a percentage point. His closest loss was here in New Hampshire by about 2%. So the Granite State was much more of a swing state and much more competitive and in play than many of the experts and prognosticators thought it would be. In the fight for first in the nation status, you probably couldn't have asked for a more consequential outcome. It shows New Hampshire is one of the states where voters are still persuadable. A Trump-aligned Republican could look at the results and reasonably say, hey, I could flip that state in 2028. Or a Democrat could say, here's where I can do well and win back a segment of the working class swing voters Kamala Harris lost. The 2024 New Hampshire primary was different, no question. You had a former president and Donald Trump dominating on the Republican side, and the Democrats had their drama with the DNC and the Biden administration. But one thing that didn't change was the cultural phenomenon of the primary itself. The national media still showed up, and in that final week in January, outsider long-shot candidates suddenly got a very bright spotlight. Any future presidential candidate with an eye on 2028 can see that even with powerful interests like the Democratic National Committee trying to declare the New Hampshire primary meaningless, in reality, it still turned out to be very much the main event it has been for decades. And it's important to note that in the run-up to November 5th, even as the other swing states did get more attention, high-profile leaders still made time to come to New Hampshire, like Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro on the Democratic side and now Vice President-elect J.D. Vance on the Republican side. Primary watchers say we could see potential Democratic candidates start to show up here a lot sooner than people think. Republicans are in a more unique situation with a term-limited president who might want to have a say in who succeeds him. And in deference to President Trump, the GOP primary jockeying, the so-called invisible primary, could stay invisible for a while. While there are no guarantees, from the vantage point of this Thanksgiving Day, New Hampshire is poised for a wide-open, two-party, potentially epic presidential primary cycle. Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.